you are already way higher than me.
Wow. Okay, wow, this is very interesting. You're 100% Gen Z.
No, really?
Sorry, Jonas. It's okay, better luck next time.
Good enough.
Good
enough.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mia. I'm the co-founder of 2030 Builders. 2030 Builders, it's actually developing software that can help companies independently innovate and impact with sustainable development goals. So we want to take outside the consultancies companies and empower every company, small or big, to work on themselves, just with their employees and get the SDGs inside and outside their company.
My name is Jonas. I'm the CTO and co-founder of the company called Food Heroes. Food Heroes is at its core a rating platform where the consumers, where the citizens can go in and rate a company based on the sustainable goals they are doing and say they are doing. So let's say a consumer wants to buy a new shoe. It should be Nike or Adidas. Both of them looks cool, both of them cost the same. Which one do you choose? Well, maybe your personal preference is I want to save the climate. Which of these brands are best working the most towards that? So you can do a rain check on our platform and you can rate on our platform.
No, my next question is actually, we're going to take it a step back. Which generation are you two?
I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I'm just at the border of millennials, actually.
You both heard of Generation Z?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard not to.
Hard not to, exactly. Can you name some of the Generation Z characteristics there are?
I would say very adventurous.
That's true.
They want to be independent. Generation S wants to be independent, but at the same time, they want to be guided, not parented, but guided and coached. So I think the leadership style, that comes in the generations, and it's more of a coach than actually of a boss or of a. I could be your dad, I should tell you what to do.
I think Generation C is really trying to find a meaningful way in life. I think.
So kind of like a purpose.
Exactly. I think for earlier generations it was more like you were saying, hey, my dad or mom is this, I'll go the same way. That's no longer the case. I mean, I think it's about, for that generation especially, to try to find your own purpose and your own causes and cares.
Yeah.
And that's a really driving factor.
I feel like they've woken up the planet, it's like a consciousness, that our collective consciousness is woken up with them, and people, this young generation is not living in the havingness as much as we used to, and we saw the models of I need a car and I need an apartment, but they are more living in the beingness. They want to experience, they want to feel, they want to see how it is, they want to feel at peace.
One thing which we can say is that for our parents it's more about, okay, we need to support our family, we need to get the income, whatever means necessary. But for, you can say, the younger generation is more about also how we get them and the impact that has on other people. What % Gen Z are you? Now I'm going to do this individually,
Interesting.
and we're going to find out how much Gen Z are you actually. So how many hours a day do you use on social media?
Sadly, I think 2 hours or so.
What's your favorite social media platform?
It used to be Snapchat, but I actually think at this point it's YouTube.
When you post on social media, do you care about filters?
Not really.
How important is individual expression?
I think it's the most important.
Do you live each day seeking out your personal truths? This is very deep.
That is deep, and I try to.
How important are name brands to you?
Pretty important.
How important are natural ingredients in makeup and skincare? I see you use maybe a little bit of face lotion.
I don't really care much about the brand, but the ingredients, yeah.
Are you part of cancel culture?
That's actually, if I remember correctly, been the case a few times. Where I thought, okay, I can't represent this.
Yeah. Do you believe in the typical 9-to-5 job?
No.
Nope.
It's not work-life balance, it's work-life harmony, whatever makes you happy. And it's more for me.
How often do you talk on the phone?
Quite a bit. I'd definitely rather talk than text, and I think I called a few times, but it's very long calls.
How much do you care about the planet?
A lot. A lot.
Are you a member of a particular religious organization?
No. No.
You are 67% Gen Z.
Oh,
that's pretty high actually.
That's
pretty high.
Nice.
I was expecting a lower 50.
Feeling, yeah?
Yeah, dude. Mia, same questions to you. So how many hours a day do you use on social media?
More than 2.
What's your favorite social media platform?
Twitter and YouTube.
When you post on social media, do you care about filters?
I do. I use them every time because I have to be very much aware of what
Fair
I'm
enough.
saying.
You are already way higher than me.
How important is individual expression?
It's very important.
Do you live each day seeking out your personal truths?
Yeah, but I found my personal truth,
You
so
found
now
it.
I'm just pursuing it.
How important are name brands to you?
Not that important.
How important are natural ingredients in makeup and skincare?
I make my own products, so very.
Are you a part of cancel culture?
Because I don't care that much about brands, it doesn't happen that often, you know.
Mm.
But I had cases.
Do you believe in the typical 9-to-5 job?
No, I know.
You
I
could
cannot.
never work for a conventional corporate job.
I've tried,
You've tried.
but I'm not built for it.
How often do you talk on the phone?
Very often. I use my commuting time actually to.
Every day.
Yes,
How much do you care about the planet?
a lot.
Obviously.
Yes.
Are you a member of a particular religious organization?
No, I practice all cults.
Wow. Okay, wow, this is very interesting. You're 100% Gen Z.
No, really? I think it's my team that is influencing me. I start behaving like them.
It could be, but that's also one of the most interesting things about Gen Z, how we influence other generations and other cohorts. But shows that you're 100%. Sorry, Jonas. It's okay. Better luck next time.
Good enough.
Good enough. Which generation is your target group?
It's actually Generation Z and millennials. It's no longer about, do I get food tomorrow? Do I have a place to sleep tonight? I mean, the needs have changed. It's self-realization now. Which mountain do they want to climb?
Yeah.
And that's what, as you said, this is a beautiful thing with the new generation. The world has woken up because this generation actually wants to do a change, and that's kind of what our platform wants to educate people about, make informed, sustainable choices. So they are the target group for us. The dream is obviously that we hope to see every demographic
Of course.
segment become more aware, but these guys, the segment is definitely the most aware one.
You could say this would be like the first step to getting the others, in a sense, the influencer generation.
Definitely. I mean, it's like ripples in the water. If you find
Exactly.
someone really passionate about causes that wants to be your ambassador as well, they will spread the word. They are.
Same question to you, Mia, actually. Which generation do you believe will have the biggest influence on 2030 goals?
It is Generation Z. I feel like Generation Z is the one that is influencing both directly but also indirectly. Because our team is formed of Generation Z. Like all my team, it is Generation Z. And they are the one that have the drive, you know, to develop a product that will make the world a better place and that would actually help companies to transition towards sustainable practices. But I also see in our clients that they are influenced by their Gen Z at home, by their children to actually push towards, you know, the purpose of the goals.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this, you know, because they are influencing, you know, they are the pressure points.
Do you feel Generation Z will value more of a sustainability review, which is what your platform does? It ranks it based on sustainability, rather than a review of, for example, the actual products in itself, like Trustpilot does?
I think sustainability based. Yes, the product needs to have a certain quality in order to buy it. You want to buy something good, but I feel right now that the baseline quality for the product has become so high that it's no longer what the brands compete on, because it's between good or good.
Exactly.
So definitely sustainability.
So sustainability is going to be like the tipping point.
I think it will be. We have researched into the numbers as well, and I think it's 89%, if I remember correctly, that if they have two products and they have no specific preference between them, almost 9 out of 10 would choose the product that best reflects their values. So,
which goal do you believe Gen Z values the most?
Well, to be honest, I kind of made some pools of the events where I've been, but I think it depends very much where you are in the world. While I see that in Denmark, number 13, climate change, and number 12, sustainable consumption are the most important. This is also a society that doesn't confront with poverty or with hunger or with lack of water or such. But I think the young generation, based also on the movements, you know, the social movements and the mini influencers or big influencers, it's probably climate change.
It's a wake-up call for us all.
Yeah.
It's a wake-up call that we need to start doing something to fix basically the shit we're in.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting what you are saying, Because if I remember correctly, Denmark is the best or one of the best countries when it comes to, I think, SDG 1, equality between genders. But at the same time, if I remember correctly, it's the one we care the least about.
Number five.
And I think it's just because it's we've just
Taking it for granted.
Yeah. So because we're the best at it, it's no longer what we care.
Every action has a consequence. We've always learned that. And we're dealing with the consequences now. We're trying to save them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being part of this exam.
Thank you.
And it was very interesting.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.